All right. Hello. Before we start explaining this is chapter 5 with no buildings. I take that back. This is chapter 5 with buildings. This is just a playground mode you could do on creative. On to the topic of the day. Reload. So we're going to talk about the new map. The new map is fine. Nothing's wrong with it. What is wrong with it? Well, reload is attached to it. That's the problem. Too many reboots. Too much. Too many. Too much. Too much third party going on, okay? Too much loot. All the ARs and the AR sprays, and you don't even have to be accurate with the crappy AR, and somehow you'll do better shooting in the wrong direction. Just kill third party, hide in the bush. And I thought they were bringing the Gatekeeper shotgun. Instead, they brought the combat shotgun. I would have rather had the Gatekeeper with 5 bullets. But anyways, the idea of the smaller map, action-packed, it can still be that without being reload. So I think that's the number one thing you need to focus on, Fortnite. Get rid of reload. And add some cooler items to the smaller map. No reason your items can't be the same or close to the same. Like the bat. That's your highlight in the new season for me. This is probably my favorite item. Just because of how fast you can move. And you can jump high and do a jump shot. It's awesome. Ever since I came back, I took a big break from Fortnite. Came back during this season. Obviously, we've always had shockwaves. Or not always, but for a long time. That's a staple. Don't ever get rid of shockwaves. I could do without the plunger, honestly. I'd rather have a bat than a plunger. Plunger, grappler. Same thing. Not really. Or you can do the other little hook item. That's okay. You can have those. But like I said, I'd rather have something where I can move fast rather than just plunge around everywhere. And when it comes to pistols, the Ranger pistol's the best. You know, you can just light people up. And yeah, I think they took the people wanting OG back way too seriously. What made OG fun, obviously, was pump shotguns, double pumps, and then movement. But now movement's better. Skull dashes from this season. Not this season, chapter 5. This map I'm playing. Go get those. This Reaper sniper is like everyone's favorite sniper that I know. And never appears back in the game. Because what? It's too OP? Is that what it is? Nothing wrong with some overpowered weapons that people like. Look at the wingman in Apex Legends. The initial wingman. Sword in Halo 2. Okay? It's not always a bad thing. These things I miss. Nothing more satisfying than shock waving mid-air off a mountain and at the very end doing one of these. Of course, in this playground mode, you don't get the momentum as you would in live action. But man, that was something. With the Zeus medallion going fast. That's another thing, man. Make a pick-upable item where you just have faster feet. Or a regeneratable faster feet concept. Same with the bat. Bat is basically like having faster feet. Sprint faster. But it doesn't have to be bat. It could just be boots, you know? Shoes. But yeah, it's still a battle royale at the end of the day. You don't need to reload. You died. whatever's going on in this new map, I think most people are already over it compared to Zero Build. The numbers don't lie. Yeah, they got more numbers playing it now because it's brand new, but most people are done with Reload. They've had enough. It's just dying, getting sprayed. Nothing worse than getting AR sprayed. If you do keep it Reload, make less spawning, especially for solos. Get rid of ARs and add things like just infantry rifles. The mythic versions, because they sound better. But I still think altogether, just get rid of the spawns. Get rid of respawning, just keep it a smaller map. Get rid of game modes like ranked. Like, if you're ranked, there's no point. Play a tournament. That's ranked. So you already have ranked in tournaments. Maybe just make how you do in general give you an icon of some kind, you know? You're Unreal ranked based off how well you played in the games. And just have the small map, which we'll call Reload, Zero Build and Build, and then the big map, Zero Build, Build. No ranked, no OG, no 50 on 50, no ballistic, because you're not trying to compete with Counter-Strike. The third-person shooter, not a first-person shooter. You can't even see your skins in it. Okay? If you want to do a competitive game mode like that, you're gonna have to stick to your roots and maybe do like a capture the flag map or something. But that's just gonna spread your player base out again. Keep doing what you're doing with the big map and however long it takes. And if you use your smaller map Reload, aka not going to be Reload hopefully, as your change up, where you can have multiple maps in your rotation. And you can just crank them out. Man, these people can make creative maps that no one plays. Maybe you can have people submit them to you. Submit them to you, Epic, and then you can be like, yeah, this will work, you know, and then throw some ideas in there. Can't be that hard. And give us good snipers back. I'd rather die to a sniper than get sprayed to death by an AR. Way more satisfying as a player. Obviously, there's more nerds out there than crappy players for a game to get popular. For example, Counter-Strike. I guarantee you the majority of those players are really good at video games. So if you focus on good players rather than the majority of people complaining about dying to overpowered weapons, you'll be better off. Just my opinion. But we want to get that out there. Also, Fortnite's at a stage where it's better with weapons to have mods. So, if, like I said, you make them better, they already have mods on them, give us more scopes. There's no scopes in Reload. We like that about the big map. So just put them in the small map. I don't know what we're trying to accomplish. I don't want to use a hammer rifle, hammer AR. I don't want to use some of those crappy shotguns. I don't want to use a combat shotgun. It sucks. We just want the pump. Wouldn't even mind a double pump. Bring that back. Good old double pump. The mammoth. Why do you think so many people like the mammoth pistol? Because it's OP. Okay? So you can make a gun OP, just make it a little less common to get, I guess. Or you can make it common to get, as long as it's not a OP AR. Yeah, I just think you should get rid of fast shooting ARs. Stick with an infantry rifle or something. If you have an AR, make it really low damage. But still make it satisfying to use, and then give us good reload animations like you have with some of the guns, like the combat assault rifle. That's a cool reload animation, but the gun just sounds terrible. Sounds like a little BB gun. Oh yeah, and the Reaper sniper. The scope is sick, and it sounds awesome. This is perfect sniper. Just have this be your sniper. Forever. That's it. You don't need another sniper. Stick with your good items that people like. I know some people that don't like this shotgun. That's fine, you got the pump. I think enough people like this shotgun to keep it. I think it's a cool shotgun. And I don't have a problem with mod benches. Maybe make a standard gun pretty good when it comes to mods. You can have workbenches around that people can go to. There's nothing wrong with a place on the map to make you a little better. Not a lot better. But that's what you get rewarded for going there for. Cool, that's fine. Get rid of all the foot soldiers when it comes to the medallions in the big mode. Get rid of the loud music. You can still have medallions, but only make it a boss that you have to kill. It's too confusing with all the footsteps in a building where you make us listen to loud music regardless if we have music turned on or off. Horrible shot. But yeah, you get the gist, man. If I had these guns all the time, we'd be in hog heaven. Changing the map up. Movement. Oh yeah. And movement. As long as I have movement too. Fun movement items. Bat. A-OK. 9.5 out of 10. Shockwaves. 9.5 out of 10. Comes to movement. We want to see that 10. That would be a 10. You can smack people off mountains, even though that is really fun. I don't know. Tough call. But yeah,